special public access announcement. Public access would like to thank Eric Torres for... Hey! I don't know what he did. Stop!
And does not necessarily represent the views of this cable station.
Please stand by. Public.
Welcome to the Beginner's Guide for Track Day Preparation, Road Racing and Time Attack Applications. I'm going to share with you some of the things I've learned over the years that you'll need and things you'll need to keep in mind for your first ever track day.
The following is a...
I'm not a doctor, health professional, or expert of any kind, but you definitely want to be in good general health when racing on track. Do whatever you have to do for yourself to maintain a good diet. Stretching exercises, walking, running, weightlifting, sports, and anything else you can incorporate into your life that will enable you to be more comfortable sitting in your seat for 30-minute sessions, experiencing lateral G-forces, mental and physical fatigue, and possible muscle soreness you didn't realize or expect with amateur club racing events. Maintaining a physically active lifestyle will give you the advantage of mental alertness and physical stamina needed for a long race day. Sleep is arguably the most important self-care routine, as I highly recommend a proper night's sleep, however many hours is right for you the night before the race. Stay hydrated and keep water or your preferred beverage of choice and your belongings at all times. Mental focus is just as important as physical health. Racing at all levels requires a complex multitude of processes to be carried out by the driver simultaneously at all moments while on track. Take a deep breath before heading out the first time on track to clear your head of any worries, troubles, distractions, or anything else that can detour your focus off of racing, your safety, and others' safety as well. We're human and not perfect, and I understand this isn't always possible. But just be aware any type of racing will require your full attention and awareness, so just do your best to be in the moment. The same can be said regarding emotional health, as the racetrack is not the place to let off steam or anger, or engage in right after your pet goldfish died. Again, approach your track day with a clear mind and make sure to be aware at all times.
Calamine lotion because mosquitoes.
Even before seeing the track for the first time in person, if you haven't already, it's a very good idea to research the logistics of the track. Track layout, straights, turns, driving line, entrance and exit points, pit area. In general, the more you know about the track, the more comfortable you'll be and more at ease you will feel at the track on your first day. One thing that helps me is loading an instructor's or professional racer's video on YouTube or respective website to study the course and understand the proper driving line for maximum speed and safety. Many of the racetracks and club racing event organizers' websites will usually offer a two-dimensional bird's eye view of the proper driving line for the track for participants to study. Also, at minimum, familiarize yourself with the flags used on track and their respective meanings, which will also be provided on the event organizer's website and discussed on race day. If you're preparing for your first track day, whether through club racing or via a private track day, it's a good idea to understand how the event will flow from beginning to end. Planning breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and depending on your situation, fuel refills, wheel and tire swaps, and general maintenance can be generally planned around the day's events and run groups. Even private track days have their rules and regulations depending on the track, so be aware of your surroundings of general track rules. Before going to the track, the most important items on your preparation checklist should be to proactively inspect the vehicle you plan to race thoroughly, conduct any and all maintenance necessary for safe vehicle operation, and initiate actions to abide by all safety and track rules and regulations. Fluids need to be checked and possibly changed. Wheels and tires need to be secured and checked for reliability. Sensitive areas such as suspension components, brake lines, clutch lines, brake pads, and rotors need to be examined and anything else required for safe vehicle operation. Many racetracks, club racing organizations, and event organizers will have mandatory safety and inspection sheets to follow and possible physical car inspection prior to the race.
Oh, you just have to bring the helmets. You don't have to wear them. You just have to bring them.
This may be the most overlooked factor when planning your first track day. With so much to remember and so much time and focus preparing your car, it's easy to overlook or forget items to bring with you or pack in your bag. Here is my personal list of items I take, which is just an example of what you may want to consider bringing or packing for your personal belongings. Water, beverages, food, snacks, emergency kit or first aid kit, toiletries such as hand sanitizer, sunscreen, hand wipes, an extra t-shirt, comfortable shorts, pants. Consider foldable chairs, an umbrella, a visor, or maybe a hat. This is my list of items, tools, and consumables I take, which is just an example of what you may want to consider bringing or packing in your track day toolkit. The most important thing to remember is your helmet. Next, consider things like a race suit or long sleeve shirt, driving shoes, driving gloves, a fire extinguisher for safety, tow hooks or access to tow points for your vehicle, an automobile toolkit. Things like a torque wrench, various tools that you know your car needs, masking tape, an air pressure gauge, a tire temperature gauge, and a hand air compressor. Items like glass cleaner, quick wash solution, and microfiber towels to clean any messy accidents that happen on the track. Other items like 1 quart of spare oil, a fuel container with a few gallons of fuel, and brake fluid, numbers for your car, and don't forget to empty your trunk out of anything that can roll around. You will know what you need to bring, what works best for you, based on your own personal and vehicle's variables and resources available at the racetrack. For us, we bring extra fuel for our Boss 302. As E85 stations are not geographically close to most tracks we frequent, we are prepared with a fuel pump and a battery on our trailer to support battery-driven pumps and tools. Whatever your unique situation requires, think ahead and prepare in advance, because forgetting a critical component in your track day setup could cost you time, money, or worse, your entire track day.
Got everything laid out, ready to go?
If you are too excited to sleep the night before your first track day, you are not alone. Hopefully you sleep, because the early morning will come quick. Whether you are close to the track or have to travel a great distance, make sure to arrive at the track early enough to allow yourself proper preparation without rushing. You don't want to rush changing wheels and tires, torquing down wheels, checking temperature and pressure of your tires, checking fluids, adjusting mirrors, seating position, seatbelt, and mentally preparing yourself for your first outing on track. Again, I'm not a doctor or health professional, but I must recommend you don't go out on track for the first time on an empty stomach. Your mind and body will need fuel as well as your car, so whatever you can do to have breakfast or at least a nutritious snack will greatly help your stamina and mental alertness. Use the restroom prior to going out on track so you don't have to come off track just to relieve yourself. Registration will vary from event organizer to event organizer, but generally there is a mandatory driver's meeting no matter your run group or skill level. Do not miss these meetings, as general instruction is offered, flags used on track are explained and discussed, rules are reiterated, and special updates such as track entrance and exit points and pit lane rules may be adjusted or confirmed. Again, don't miss these meetings, because missing crucial information could endanger yourself and others on track. I do highly recommend private instruction, but at the very least, don't be afraid to ask questions. Generally, club racing and other event organizers usually have instructors on site who can at least assist you to some degree without paying for private lessons. It's in everyone's best interest for you to ask questions, as this will ensure you and everyone else remain safe and you enjoy your first track day to its fullest extent. Ask the director of events or track employee questions as well. Remember, the more you know, the more comfortable and knowledgeable you will become. Thank you for watching the Beginner's Guide for Track Day Preparation, Road Racing, and Time Attack Applications. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. There will be plenty more videos like this coming soon in the reference series. Thank you so much.
For its staff and management.
What's going on with your neighbor? I caught on fire. He got on flames. I don't know what's going on with him.